Okay, it's Christina Merkley for the process pop-up. I've got Carly with me, and it's the two of us. We'll see, we're going to move into stillness, so we sit and meet stillness for 10 minutes, and then we just see what's here, and we spontaneously work with and process what's here. And I will keep one eye open occasionally to see. We may have some other people join us as we're in the midst of meditation. All right, so see you on the other side. Hey, welcome, welcome. 10 minutes flies. Just take your time returning. And it is the first time to just have one person here.
I know, it's my first time for a group session, and
I guess you're just going to be one-to-one. Yeah, we'll see. Sometimes people drop by midway or partway through, but I really just trust the process. And I don't know if you want powerful, but sometimes the smaller ones are the most powerful.
Okay, yeah.
I have an introduction to make to you too. I don't know if you know that I have a new puppy.
No, how
Yeah.
lovely.
So I know you're such a big doggy animal lover. I don't know if you'll be able to see her. I'm just going to angle it down a little bit. Can you see her on the pillow?
How adorable. How old?
6 years old. Yeah, she's not a puppy.
I love that. What's her name?
Presley.
Wesley?
Presley, like
Presley. Okay,
Elvis.
Elvis. I love it. She is
Yeah.
adorable. I love it.
Yeah, me too.
I love it. Congratulations to you
Thank you.
both.
Yeah, since you were post JJ when we were in Mexico, so yeah, you know the whole process. So
yes, and thank you for an older babe who needed you.
Yeah, exactly.
I love it.
It's a good fit. And she has been settling in nicely, as you can see.
How long have you had her now?
About 6 weeks.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good for you guys.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah, me too.
Fuzzy.
Yeah, it's just nice to have another being, kind of with me. And same as JJ, just this size, right? They just are really right next to you, especially with the lifestyle I have with being strapped to the computer nowadays. So this is what we've worked out. She gets her little princess pillow and I work, and she's happy as can be and normally quiet as can be, unless somebody knocks on the door, then you might hear some barking.
Okay. No, that's precious. I love it.
Yeah. All right. So just had to share that with you,
Oh,
particularly.
Thank
Anybody
you.
else who might be watching the recording who knows the significance of a new dog in my life? Yay.
I love it.
Yeah. Now, so this is a process pop-up, and we just kind of what's ever emergent, what's ever in the now. So the pressure's kind of on if there's just one person. So I hope you're bringing something, Carly. Otherwise, we'll keep meditating, or we'll find something to do. Yeah. I'll do my own process work. Also, I should say I have really bad allergies right now. I hope it's not because of the dog too. But I have my goofy headset on because I can't put anything in my ears. Usually I have earbuds.
Oh, yeah.
And if you let me know if it gets too nasally, I'll move this thing. But
no, it's all right.
At times, I mean, I watch back some of the recordings and it's really heavy breathing on my part.
Okay, I'll let you know. I do have them as well. Definitely have allergies pretty bad this year.
Yeah, that's what I hear from other fellow allergy sufferers. It's particularly intense this year. Yeah,
definitely.
Working with different people. There's several new people I'm working with the inflammation issue that's probably connected with this. So we'll see.
Yeah.
So what's up for you? Anything that you think would be helpful for processing?
Well, so I wanted to, I wanted to attend a group one. My schedule hasn't allowed. So this was the first sort of natural opportunity, and I was really excited.
Yeah.
And
there's no group.
Right. But like you said, what's meant to happen maybe. But I came, and what I was hoping to do was, I really just felt the need for good energy and positive energy, and I feel like I'm being like, I need some good juju, and not for any big bad reason. There's lots of always things going on. So there's like, I wanted to probably be more of a sponge during this, but I'm certainly willing to chat about it. But I wanted to just absorb some.
I know what we can do. Yeah, there's a process we can do, which is a focus wheel, right? And it's going and finding the match. So in a way, I know it would have been nice to kind of soak it from others and kind of get that piggybacking from them, but I'm going to make you do some work to find your own.
Okay.
And then I will piggyback off yours.
Okay, yeah. Yep, I'll
Okay.
trust it all too.
Yeah, so and it's funny because it's not funny because this is the way things go, but I was feeling the focus wheel this morning for some reason on my drive over, so I guess this is why. Okay, let me get my glasses. I'm going to screen share in a second, and I'll be bringing up the template that goes with this. This is one of the templates from the Practical Energy Work Kit. And it comes from the Abraham-Hicks material, so it's a law of attraction kind of one. Which a lot of people have bugaboos, understandably, about law of attraction, but I like this one because it gets to the nice energetics and shifts things. So you're just wanting to find things. Okay. We may go to inquiry or some other things might pop out of this too, but oops. Yeah, let me do this, add image. Just going to my pack of stuff and then finding it.
Absolutely, yeah.
Focus wheel, where are you? There it is. Let's make it a bit bigger. Okay, I'll get my tools out of the way and then explain it. Okay, I just use the metaphor of a Ferris wheel. You ever rode a Ferris wheel?
Yeah.
Yeah. Great. So the hardest part, or the most involved part, is walking up the stairs and kind of getting in the attendant helping you in and getting into the chair sort of thing, right? And then it getting turned on. So, and then you take a little ride. And so this actually has 12 positions to it. So in the middle, you put a topic. So you're bringing a topic, and basically you're wanting to, positivity is the topic.
Yes.
All right. So I'm just going to write it in the middle. Oops, get a different color. And so it's kind of you are wanting a certain kind of energy, so it's kind of going on a hunt for a certain kind of energy for anything, wherever the heck you can find it around positivity, right? And so it might be stuff in the now, it might be stuff in the future. You can even harvest things from the past. It can be about you, it can be about other people, it can be about the world at large, animals. I know that's probably a natural place where you'll find some. And it works in layers, so it's an incremental thing. And so all you have to worry about is one at a time. And sometimes it seems a little daunting to go, oh my God, I have to find 12. But step by step, you do. And step by step, there's an energy incremental that happens, right? So that's where the shift happens. By the time you get to 12, you will have what you were looking for coming to the group. Yeah.
Okay.
And, if there's different yeah buts and reactions and stuff to this one, then we'll work with that and just go with another process. But so C, be a selective sifter, right? So it's like there's a whole bunch of stuff happening probably for you, definitely for the world at large, right? And a lot of us have a certain focus. And I'm not inviting you to do a spiritual bypass. It's like, yes, all that other stuff still exists, right? And there's a lot of processes I have inquiry included where we can meet that. So we're not going, oh, that doesn't, exist, or one shouldn't look at it. No, but since you are on the interested in positivity or things that feel good, other ways we could define that word. This is one approach. So you're just going to kind of use your scanning ability, and again, maybe just little bows to all that stuff that doesn't feel good. You're welcome here too. You're welcome here too. But you're just kind of like looking through to find like maybe around it, under it, in front of it, whatever, where there's something that, oh, there's a different energy. There's something that actually is like, yay.
Okay. So let me.
Anything where you can find a yay. Yeah.
Okay. There's definitely, I can start to think of that. And when I meant that, let me just help see if this helps
fleshes
me think about where to go. so my one current situation that I'm wanting good sort of vibes around is my job is being reviewed for potential, we don't know what, good, could be good, could not be good. So that's why I was like, oh, I just feel I need some good energy. So that's where I was starting from, but I can certainly just go with finding good things all over
Yeah,
other.
or we can go into inquiry around that, because there's partial energy there, right? So
Okay.
there's potentiality that could be a good thing. So positivity could lie there, right? But then there's also, I can hear that, understandably, little apprehension, aversion, like, right? So with inquiry wise, we want to welcome them both. So just to the apprehension, you are welcome here, and to the potential positivity, you are welcome here, right? To both of them, and just agree with the, yeah, we don't like it. We don't like it if this is going to be a drag, or this is going to be scary,
Right.
or whatever it might be. And then just try this again, and otherwise we're going to go with inquiry. I'll just bring up a.
So I guess when I do frame it just solely that way, even working with that nugget, just that one thing that's happening, there's great potential right now for things to go and change my life professionally and financially. So like a professional potential. So there's
there's great professional potential.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, and we're looking, and I can tell, like, energy, that's authentic. I mean, there might be other things that are authentic too, but there is great professional. Sorry, I got kind of COVID brain, so help me with the word. Potential. Yeah, professional potential. Okay.
Which I've done, I think, which is also a positive, I've done a very good business case around. So I feel good about what I've submitted and what I've presented, which is part of that package. But I was actually happy with my work and my submission.
Okay, good. And I think what's happening too is just positivity around this situation, right? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. So let's just keep going with this particular focus, and anywhere that you can find where it brings a lighter kind of feeling energy to it. So these are good. I put them on the board. So you're actually boom, boom on this Ferris wheel. Now, now from here, you reach for another thing that you can find, that same kind of little bit of a lighter lift kind of energy to it, little potentiality, little sparkling. It feels a little sparkling to me.
Can I keep going with what might be like potential positivity or
whatever, wherever you can get it. If it's a potential or a reality, just whatever. Just let me know what popped, and then we can maybe shape it if it's authentic. Yeah.
Sure. The potential financial shift from, if this goes well, the potential financial shift will be amazing.
Okay, cool. Financial. Let me get my tablet down here a little bit so I'm not writing in a weird angle. Potential financial shift could be amazing. Excellent.
And then what I love the most about money, which sounds, weird at first, is how much more I can help in the world with more resources. And the positivity of that gives me like
good. There's lots you can milk there. So good. So let's go for number 4, which is what I can do with that money.
Right. For others. Well, I guess for me too.
Good. Okay, so with that money, so where can you milk that, where you poke into, ooh, that would feel good, that would feel good, that feel good, that'd be positive.
So I can do more in the now for my how do I say this, like my bird family now, my current close bird family.
Yep.
But I can also do bigger things for other bird families out there.
Okay.
And other birds is a big thing. So I could donate more. I can be part of more things that are helping others, and birds are my jam.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So I just think I could have I could do lots of good things.
Okay, so help bird families.
I kind of like that. That's cute. Yeah. So mine and others, and then even with just this one move, should it be that potential thing that could be amazing, that could even allow me personally to find some financial freedom from some hanging debt like student loan.
Okay, great. So I could pay off, did you say student debt?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, so I could pay off my debt. So
Yeah.
so what's if you don't have debt, what do you have?
Freedom.
Okay.
Is that what you're looking for?
Yeah. That's one way to get it. Yeah.
Okay. And that's just such a relieving feeling to not be anchored with them.
Yes, there we go. So relief and freedom. Yes, please.
Yes. Sign me up.
Yeah.
I think that's probably why it feels a little vulnerable, because it's like a lot could hang on this, and it would be very, very good if it all worked out. So I think there's just, I want to focus on all these good things that could happen.
It's okay. You just kiss that other side. The mind or intellect or something popped in there and said, "Oh, let's not get carried away. We haven't got it yet," right? Because we started to get excited. So we'll just go. Thank you for your love, because it's a coping mechanism, right? To keep you like settled down and don't get carried away. So just appreciate that aspect of oneself.
Absolutely. Okay. I think I would also, in the work itself, would have an opportunity to help more, to have a greater impact. I work in education, to have a greater impact on like staff and students that I just don't have access to now to help.
Cool.
And that would be very fulfilling, and I would very much enjoy that.
Oh, good. So you're still in the same system. So this would allow you, with who you have access to in that system, to really even make a bigger impact than you're currently able. Cool.
And I would like that. It would also make a huge difference to my retirement pension. That's still money focused, but still
but the retirement's got a different feel to it too, right? So that security in the future. Okay, so big impact, big positive impact, I guess.
Yes.
Not just impact, but big positive impact on retirement. So milk that a little bit and tell me kind of essence wise what that will do for you for retirement. Is it going to make it more comfortable or more secure or more freedom, or what is it?
Yep, I very much like the idea of freedom and what it does. See, you're right. By the time we get done, I'm going to feel like a whole bunch of things I didn't think of. Because what I'm thinking now, where my brain goes, is when I think of retirement, and if I feel more secure financially in my retirement, I want to go home. And if I can go home and feel like I've got some financial security, I think that would be dreamy.
Excellent. Good. I like dreamy. Yes, please. I just got goosebumps when you said that.
Yeah. Like that makes my heart very happy.
Yay. Heart happy.
Yes.
Yay.
So that's like you said, all those ripple effects of what this one thing would then trickle.
That's the handiness of this game, right? And you can already see like you're moving quite quickly through this, and the energy is actually changing. So
Oh goodness, that's all. Good stuff.
And then from here, you just bask in it, right? Just take your time, no rush here, right? Because it's good just even to bask in. Ooh, hey, that feels good.
I know. I'm like, this is actually really kind of cool.
Yeah.
Oh goodness,
And and just go, let me know whatever's happening, because it might, if there's anything on the other side of the polarity, we'll work with that. But just see if you do have any access to something else, because this works as you incrementally reach the energetic shifts, even just slightly, then other things open up that you weren't able to from lower down the
Sure.
wheel, right?
Sure,
So
yep.
it's like, oh, I didn't think of this. I couldn't think of it from here, but now as I do this kind of matching, now I can have access to this. So just see if you have access to something that maybe you didn't even have access to a moment ago. What else? What else fits? We're just scanning for things that give that same happy heart feel. Where else? It doesn't have to be on this topic either. We could also shift somewhere else, but if you want to keep it in the perimeter of this topic, right, what it will do for you, like what other happy heart things might be connected to this?
I think one thing that pops in now is about is another now moment of I could move from my current location to a location that's more desirable.
Ah, good.
So it would allow me that opportunity.
Okay, excellent. So we're going to get that down. So move to a more desirable location. And now milk that just like you did the retirement stuff, right? How I have this little sub list on the side. So if you move to a more desirable location, what's that going to get you? What qualities, attributes, feelings, opportunities, whatever does that bring into your life?
There could be a greater level of comfort with some more amenities.
Good. Comfort, amenities. Yes, please.
I was going to say safe. No, it's comfort. It's comfort.
You can have safety too. You can have both.
Yeah, I was going to say, it's not that I don't feel that now, but I think there could be a greater level.
Okay, yeah. Nice.
Feeling secure. And
greater security. Yeah.
Especially like at night. There's better areas, that's a good thing.
Yep, totally.
And then I think probably like you could have potentially, depending on what all shook out from that, could be lovelier like surroundings, views, different things around like parks and trails and.
Oh, excellent. Yes, please. Yes, please. We like that.
Yes. Okay. Yeah, I like that too.
I'm just saying that all the parts in you, all the parts in me are just like, yes, please, parks, trails.
Right. Yeah. Like what else could I be? How can I be a part of nature more in that? Then like better opportunities in another place.
Good. More nature. Yes, please. Okay. Excellent. And what can you find from here? Where else gives you that kind of yummy feeling that you're connecting with? Tapping into stillness and you're kind of feeling that positivity feel.
So another, and this is sort of on the, selfish side, but I think I'm more and more into minimalism. So I think what I could do with some extra funds is like the things that I have pared down to, upgrade those and have lovelier. What I do have, I have lovelier versions of, and I can of course donate and move on my lovely current things to bring joy elsewhere.
Upgrade my simplified belongings, or what would you call it? Upgrade my simplified surroundings, things.
I mean, I was like, I think I did have a good word a second ago. Okay, if it comes, I hate to just say things, but maybe it just is.
It's okay. We'll put that. There's nothing wrong with things.
No, you're right. Okay.
I just like there's nothing wrong with money. So good.
And I think that will feel like, I haven't gotten to do that in a really long time. Like can I just have a nicer version of that and I can move this, which is just as nice, but someone else can make use of this, and I can
Yeah, so with that kind of switch and upgrade happening, just kind of tap into your somatic as you imagine that kind of, oh, right? That would be my somatic responding to that. So what does that again do? What quality or state that does that, as you shift out those things, as lovely as they currently are, but you go for things that are lovelier in the now,
right.
that suit and match you now, your personality now, your new
Yeah.
environment, your unfolding, emerging you. What does that do to have that reflection on the outside happening?
I think when you just truly love everything you have, all your things, um,
Yeah.
I think like home being a place where like literally everything you look around at and enjoy. I mean, I'm not too far from that now, but you really
Yeah.
think I'm good, like I'm good. Like
Yeah.
that's a lovely feeling to just be like, I love every bit of everything here, and I don't even desire a different version anymore.
So if you're not desiring, what are you?
Content and grateful and happy.
Yeah, there you go. Content, grateful, happy.
Peaceful. It's
Yeah.
not, I
Yeah.
don't like having even the task of thinking about wanting other things or needing different levels of things, like I don't.
Yeah, all that settles down. Yeah, it
Yeah,
just gets nice and quiet. Yeah.
yeah, I'd like to have less
And
of that.
I get the sense too, and this is why the things around us are really important. So if there's things that, are tied to memories or people or circumstances,
Mhm.
and they boomerang back to you, right? It's all energetic. So some
Yeah,
of those things can be good or they can be not so good, right? So it really does behoove us to shift out those things that aren't, and bring in they are, because then you're walking about, how much time do we spend, especially now, right? In
yeah,
our homes. So, that boomerang effect of, ooh, that kind of does us
yeah,
good.
yeah. That's a really good point. Yeah, and I
And it
definitely.
doesn't mean it has to be, I mean, those can be very, like you're saying, very simple things. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, very good. So that's got you on the board for that one. So now you just kind of settle in and enjoy that and grok with that, and then just see from this, now what pops up? Now what matches this energy that you've been honing in on?
So I've sort of alluded to it. So tell me if I need to just dig into this a little bit more. But I've said several things, but about professional potential. But I feel like this is a great opportunity to actually grow my skill set as well. Like
Oh, yeah, yeah.
um, I I want to open my mind more and be involved in things I haven't been exposed to, not for any bad reason. Just I think
Yep.
it's an opportunity to do more.
Okay, so open mind more exposure.
Yes.
And what's that going to do? So if you have your mind open more and you have more exposure than you currently have, what the quality or state does that bring into your life, or what's kind of the effects or results of that you find appealing?
I think I love learning. So I
Hmm.
think like constantly and growth, that generic sort of just growing, expanding, feeling like
Yes.
um,
Like
there should be
evolution.
always more. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. That
Expand, evolve.
expansive. Yeah, I
And
like
if
it.
you evolve, what's good about that for you or for others?
It will allow me to go back to some of those things like greater impact on staff and like it will allow me to do
Yeah.
more. So it will definitely reconnect with some of the things I've said.
Yeah,
And
just more impact, and really, and the impact again being good impact. So what would happen if you're impacting, right, those people and things and situations, right? What's the ripple effect from you growing and you evolving? What happens with you having more impact, generally or specifically?
to anybody that might be on the receiving end, do you mean?
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Like,
yeah. It's another way
yeah,
just to milk this. Yeah.
yeah. So I can, what I would hope to do is remove, there's a lot of red tape. So I would hope to like remove some, like, how can I help
And
remove
that makes, if
barriers,
you take away red tape, what does that bring?
access and
Uh-huh.
ease.
Access, did you say ease?
Yeah,
Yeah.
easier at least. Yeah,
Easy, ease, easier. Good.
yeah,
Let's leave it with ease, more
yeah,
access. Yeah.
yeah. And
Okay.
then hopefully from that and that ability, then they receive whatever they need quicker and
Okay. Good.
so,
So like fulfillment,
yeah,
fulfillment, um, receipt,
yes,
receive, and then faster. And what's that going to do? People have more ease and more access, and they get their needs fulfilled. They get to a receipt of stuff, qualities, energy. They receive, and it's
yeah.
all really much faster. What does
I
that do?
hope in some way all of that impacts their lives positively. For example,
Yes.
if it's like a homeless student that resolves quicker, or we can get them help quicker. If it's you know any number of, like, I work a lot with marginalized populations, and if we can make anything easier, that, and then the positive feedback loop is I feel better, I feel good, that feels like I should be what we should all should be doing in our
Yay, yay, yay,
um,
yay. So it's helping, it's adding in positivity. I would imagine too, it's going to be things like safety and security
yes,
and you know, maybe even food,
yes,
programs, access, right? What do these things do? They,
less suffering,
stability, you know, whatever the flip of trauma is, right? What's the flip of the trauma? Healing, um, stabilization, maybe
yes,
even individuation,
less
safety,
suffering is,
care.
yeah.
Yeah, we can really beautifully milk this. Yeah,
I think, yeah, that could definitely have, and that's just that way, right? That's just with my direct
yeah,
impact in my role versus where I could do that outside of my role in my bird world, or
uh-huh, yep, yep.
moving into which probably would be my 12th bucket is what it allows me to start as on the side. What freelancing type of work can I move into?
Aha, there, yes.
Which is a little bit where I feel a little stuck, but it's exciting. But I'm doing some of my own. I got to get out of my head on that. So
Okay, good. Okay, so you were able to go there because it was like yum yum yum, and we went there, and then woo! So that's okay because all the other stuff, right? Talking about evolution and growing, it's normal. Then you have to deal
okay,
with all the stuff that needs to be dealt with in order to settle into that new evolutionary stage of oneself. But let's just a deep bow to any of the apprehension stuff, right?
yeah,
So whatever just rose there that kind of took away the sparkle, right? Fears,
yeah,
concerns, worries, confusions, whatever it might be. Just a
yeah,
deep bow to that. And just thanking those various aspects. It might be intellect, mind, but might be other parts in there too. Just thanking them for their diligence.
hmm,
Because usually it's all about safety and protection. Sometimes it's out of date stuff, but their heart is totally in the right place. All those parts of us who get concerned
absolutely.
about these things. So we don't want to ignore them. We just want to welcome them, and you are welcome here. And I got some other processes we can do for them. We'll go to that soon enough. But and with the stuff that is yes, tell me a little bit about freelance work. What would be positive about that?
Um, so if that, lots of things. So that would run concurrently to what I do now as my work. So it would
Yep.
be a side hustle, if you will, as I explore and grow that. And that's exciting that there's not pressure to lean
Yeah.
into it. I can have this luxury of learning it at whatever pace unfolds. Um, I think from there, what what's exciting is I see sort of like white spots or gaps in where I could make a difference in the world in freelance work, and I think it'll be exciting to figure out what's my sweet spot, and what do I bring to that, and what's my unique offering around
Good.
that. Like
Yes,
wherever
yes,
I
yes.
land.
And in there is like some creativity too, right? That uniqueness. Like
Yeah,
you have a very interesting collection of experiences and backgrounds and connections and skills and all this stuff. You bring a lot to the table. And so that um, coolness of being able to take those things and do your own special sauce, your own blend. Yeah. Very creative, very fun. I like that about business too. Yeah.
right. And I think what could be exciting is the things I'd never dreamed of, like, well, if I'm just putting out the good things I want to put out without pressure, and I find my niche and then I put things out, and then it takes me on like it just feels like it could be very open. Like there
Yay.
could be lots of possibilities I don't even know right now.
Okay,
And that's
good.
exciting.
Now I'm going to guess that's a counter because a little bit in the work that you've been doing for quite some time, a lot of stuff is known, right? So this kind of gives you some unknown or like
Yeah.
some new territory or something.
Yes, I like, yes. So yes, and then some flexibility to run with things and
Ah,
not be I have the same red tape as the staff and students I'm trying to help, right?
yep.
So to work in any format that allows me to just actually flow with, like you said, creativity or whatever the niches I find or wherever the sweet
Whatever you
spot.
want to use or how you want to address it, you can be
Yeah.
a lot more flexible and creative and
Yes,
whatever the flip of hampered is, you're not hampered, so you're more what?
free.
Yeah, free. This is a big one about free and freedom. Yes,
Yes.
please.
And freedom was my word of the year.
Yeah,
Free. So like all kinds of like freeing myself of lots of things. So free is a
yeah.
big
Ding,
word
ding,
for
ding,
me.
ding, ding. Well,
Mhm.
it makes sense that that's what you're kind of, you can keep
Yeah,
going with this, but that's what you're ending
yeah,
on for this piece of work is the free. Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Free,
I like
freedom,
it.
yes, please. It's even called freelance.
Right.
You could have used lots of other words, so it's interesting. Not a lot of people use that word. I was noticed it when you said it, so now
Okay,
I get why you use that word. Huh.
that's funny. Yeah, and it wasn't intentional,
Yeah.
but you're clearly standing out.
Yeah. Okay,
Okay.
so we'll keep going. There's nice momentum here, but we may shift to something else. But I just want to bring your attention to, hey, you
Okay.
did it, you did it, right?
Yeah.
So well, wasn't that long of time to do either. And just
Yeah.
anything you notice about where you were when it was a blank template versus where you are now after you've done the step-by-step work.
I think it was like you had mentioned, there's no way I can find 12 things. There's probably two or three. And then like just not really appreciating before seeing it literally like this is to say, look at the possibilities and look at the impacts and like how exciting.
Good, 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 good.
Yeah.
Excellent. Good, good,
Yeah.
good. Yeah. So there's a shift, right? So there's the I'm coming to process group because I want to feel some positivity. So here you go. Yeah, even without a group, you
Right.
got the group inside you and the group inside me. Okay, okay. So
Um,
we're just I'll do puttering and stuff with this later
okay.
when I send it or post it up. I'll do
Yeah.
some coloring and maybe some more doodles or something. But I just want to go with the momentum of the process. So I'm just going to stop this share, and then we're going to
Okay.
come back to the now. And if you're game, we'll just keep going.
Okay. Yeah, absolutely.
Because this is
Yeah.
the benefit. If you come and you're the only one here, then you get less of attention. Yeah.
Okay. It was meant to be today. I
Yeah.
just see it.
I
Okay.
always just trust it. Yeah. Okay. So now let's see. Uh, we've connected in on that good feeling, so we could keep running with that, and I could just keep talking about that, and that'll just keep that engine humming, right, of this particular energetic frequency, whatever you want to call it. And maybe we'll go deal with some of this yeah but stuff. Just see if there's any yeah but that kind of flashes up, or you tell me where you're at. It doesn't have to be there. I'll just follow consciousness in the form of you, right? It'll just let me know any clues you get about now where are we? Now who are you? Now what's up?
Well, and it's almost like maybe it's the 13th bucket, really, or but like where does this go? This is all leading to my bigger personal growth.
Mm,
Like, and that's making me feel all good, good things are firing when I think of like you are just evolving entirely. And your job and your professional stuff and all those good things we just talked about are one big thing. But what about like this bigger process you're evolving through now of just your personal self?
Okay, beautiful. Okay, good. I'm going to put this on, and then we'll probably do
Okay.
inquiry with this, because
Okay.
and what a perfect foundation, right? All this professional alignment that you just did now leads you to this bigger, beautiful personal evolution that's happening. Okay,
Yeah.
so I'll just put it as leads to my personal evolution too. Is
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
a good sum up?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay, leads.
Because I think I can probably, get out of my head about some of the, like you said, yeah, but kind of stuff. But I also feel like this feels like a good energy that like maybe I just keep um, going with all the goodness. I spend a lot of time in the, no, the doubting and all that. So
Right,
maybe,
which is natural. That's what a lot of
right,
us do. It's a survival thing.
yeah.
That's what keeps us
I'm just,
alive, instincts wise. Yeah, okay, I'm just going to save that. So I'm going to just switch screen, actually just bring up a new sheet of paper here. I think we're going to do organic. Um, give me a color. What color? What's a pretty color or a favorite color for you?
is there something that's like yellowy, like a bright, like a, or is that not good on
Oh, no,
a,
no, that's fine. Whichever color. I trust it. Yeah.
like I just feel brightness, like sunny
How about
brightness.
like this?
Yep, that's,
You see
yep.
it? Yeah. Okay, good. Okay, so that's going to be the backdrop to this inquiry. It's kind of fun because I'm doing this more. The field kind of goes more with this look too, so I've been playing with it.
Okay.
So give me a writing color. Do you have any preference on the writing color? I'll do a bunch of white and black too, but I'm looking for a color that I'll write content on top of the yellow.
It's like a purple or a magenta too crazy.
Okay, no, I like that idea. Good, let's go with that. I got a purple, so I can do that. Okay, so the last thing on that other focus wheel was taking you to this personal evolution. So that's what you're meeting now. So I'm just going to put personal. Is evolution okay word, or
I
how
like
would
it,
you
and
sum it up?
I do feel that describes this big sort of or transformation,
Oh,
or
okay, yeah.
um, yeah, it feels very transformative, and it's a big old journey.
Personal evolution. Uh, uh, uh. And then we got, it's a big old journey. Now, we've already been kind of using the magic word as we've been going along. But the magic word or the magic phrase is "you are welcome here." So you said, it's a big old journey. You're just going to agree with that. Yes, please, big old journey. I like that. When I say these phrases, it's already happening. Even I'm telling this for the benefit of the cognitive, the left brain, it's already happening. But you're kind of turning them, they're rolling across you, and you're kind of turning them and applying them inside yourself, right? Consciousness works. So your consciousness is playing with you and showing you stuff, right? You're in communication with it, and so you're communicating back. And when you do that, this kind of something happens, right? So it's kind of this back and forth that happens as you're interacting with it. So, and it comes in layers too, just like you had the different chair positions on the previous one, right? So this one's much more emergent, so I don't do a template for it. It's
Okay.
just emerging. I like it coming out of blank paper here because it's literally mimicking how it's coming out of you. So
Sure.
so we'll go to the top here, and we'll go, hello, personal evolution. You'll say, just say it inside. You are welcome here. Hello. And then, hello, yeah, you're right. It is like a big old journey, because I think it replied to you and kind of said, it's like a journey.
Mm-hmm.
And then just see what happens as you meet that. You might get different kinds of flashes or sensations. Sometimes there might be the so-called negative stuff that comes up as a reaction. So whatever happens, Carly, is totally fine, right?
Yeah. Okay.
Now what shows up is you meet personal evolution, and it's a big old journey.
So what I feel like right now is, although I'm not done, I feel really proud of how far I have already come.
Excellent. So hello, proud of self, proud of me, proud of what I've done. Get your words. Proud of what. So just agree with that. You're right. You're right. We do like that. We like what we've done. We're proud of that.
Mm-hmm.
Yay. Good job, everybody in there.
Yeah.
Then what happens is you meet that and agree with it and say, yes, please.
So even if it goes into the not
Totally okay. You might get
okay.
another side that goes, oh, yeah, well, yeah.
So my what comes next is, oh gosh, I wish I'd have done this sooner.
Okay. So a little bit of regret.
But I almost don't think I could have, as much as
Good.
I
There you
would.
go. Yeah. So it's playing back. Consciousness is playing back and says, I couldn't have.
Yeah.
You know, there's a natural process or flow or timing. There's not a way to really kind of change that.
Right.
And then just meet that, agree with that. You're right. You're right. And the wish I'd done sooner. Let's go in and meet that. Again, I'm just going to put, because it's come up and it comes up with all of us, right? It's the mind, it's the intellect, it's the thinker, right?
Yeah.
The office manager, right? And thank goodness we have them.
Right.
It's a huge, important, integral part of us. However, in our Western world, it kind of dominates things, right? And it bosses us around a lot, and it's got a certain kind of energy. It's always been there to serve us. It always has a heart. So I'm going to draw having a heart, because even if it gets a little bitchy and pissy, right? It's all coming from love, because underneath it, that ability to scan and analyze and judge and keep you in doing, right? That got you very far, right? So, however, there's other ways to be, right? So this one that's saying, no, I couldn't have done it any different. That's a different way of being, right? So with this, I wish I'd done it sooner, from that mind or intellect, just agree with it. You're right. You're right. I understand from your point of view.
Yep.
From that mind intellect's point of view, that's its frame.
Right. Right. Definitely.
Yeah.
And it's good. It is good. I do appreciate the safety net of the thinking.
Yeah. Okay, good.
Right.
Appreciate, let's put that down. Appreciate the safety net. Yeah, that's a good way to put it. That's what it's trying to do, is keep you safe, and it's a safety net that kicks in. And what do you know, this other thing that emerged from you, you know, I could not have, right? So that negative observation, or that kind of judgment thing that happened, wow, there's this other side that's just so loving, right? And so accepting of the way it, the perfectness of how it did unfold. Yeah.
Right.
And so there's a yes please to that, right? And just like when we were meditating, different things happen with meditating, but the opportunity is to tap into stillness. That's one word to talk about what's starting to emerge here, right? Is that larger intelligence and that kind of stillness that is such a counter to the doing and the judging, and you know, that old coping mechanism. And this you know, trusting the process, trusting the unfoldment. No, I couldn't have done that any sooner. Don't be silly. It was perfect.
Right. But the timing is what it should be. It just,
yeah, there you go.
It's right timing, and it's now that you have the tools to do it. And
Good.
you know.
Yes. Okay, good. So it's even added that, and that's kind of handy for the mind because the mind likes tools. And so this other aspect, this stillness consciousness is saying, um, now you have the tools.
Yeah.
You'll be able to run with this in your own way there, office manager mind, soon enough here, right? But hey, I had to get you to step by step here so you had the right tools. I'm in charge of this timing, and it's all perfect. And you're going to like it, mind and intellect, because now we got these tools that you can run with. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay, now see what unfolds. You're doing beautifully.
I think that's all good.
I
But
just
there's
got the impulse, and just go ahead if this lands
yeah.
for you, but a little tapping on the heart.
Yeah.
There's head, right? We got the three brains, the head and the
Yeah.
heart. That's one way you could interpret what's emerging with you with this right timing. And then there's also the gut, so the body just taking it really deep. Head, heart, gut.
Okay. Yep. I think all the times we've done work, we've done heart tapping.
Has it? Yeah.
And I
Yeah.
love it. I'm like, I should do this more. It's soothing. I should do this.
Yeah, yeah, it just comes up because, yeah, it is. And it's like, oh, it helps settle, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you do so much soothing at others, so it's nice to remember to soothe you instead of just being driven by that other energy that the mind does.
Yes.
Even though
Yeah.
that's helpful energy and it has its place. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Yep. I agree. There's something too, and maybe that's part of this journey is uh what's the right frame? Like how do you do for yourself what you do for others?
Yeah.
How do you help yourself with the better safety, which is where the growth has come from, as in boundaries or all sorts of things to help yourself feel what
Good.
you're
Beautiful.
hoping.
So you got a big download is communicating a bunch of stuff. So do for self
Yeah.
as you do for others. And then it was said, what do you do for others? You do safety, you do boundaries.
Right. Protection. There's some level of protection, and
Beautiful.
it's going to touch a tender spot. Sorry, but
Yeah, yeah, no, that's perfect. Yeah, we're just getting to a beautiful place, even though it's tender. Yeah,
you feel like you didn't have that.
yeah,
So
yeah.
how you've clearly gone forth to do it for others so that it's maybe fulfilling something, but how do you now circle back to say, but you've got to feel good too. You've got to feel safe and you've got to feel okay. And then continue your glorious work.
Yay. Yes, please.
Yeah.
Yes, and continue your glorious work. What a great word. Yes.
Which I've never referred to it as, but I think it really is.
Yeah, and you know this stillness is communicating to you like you have to feel safe too, and to continue your glorious work. Yes,
Mm-hmm.
please, to safety, boundaries, and protection for you too.
Mm-hmm.
And it's the next step here as you up level with the work, right? Then, like you got to your own personal evolution is transforming too, and this is part of it is doing for self what you do for others, and just the importance of how much you count and matter too. And that beautiful from that safety, that protection, the boundaries, from that place feel into that energetic, right? Like, whoa,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, glorious work for sure. Work's already glorious, but from this place, whoa, now we're
Mm-hmm.
talking transformation.
Mm-hmm.
So just lots of thank yous. Thank you, thank you. You're right. Yes, please. And just feeling that love, because it just, has so much love for you. And respect, right? It really respects the work, just sees it as glorious and is in support of it.
I
Wants you
just
to keep doing it.
mm-hmm.
Go ahead.
No, I think tying it together, right? It goes back to if I feel from that place how much more I could do, or how much more confidently I could do, or
Oh,
how much
beautiful.
it
Yeah.
just, I feel like it could make it all soar, you know.
Oh, good. Yes.
get down with the bird metaphors.
Yes, yes.
So yeah, but I feel like it could really be uplifting.
Oh, good, good. Soaring, uplifting.
Like, how good does that even look?
Yes, please.
Uh-huh.
Yes. Soar,
I
uplift.
claim it.
Good,
Yeah.
good. Claim. Good. Yes,
Yeah.
please. Yes, please. Good idea. We like it. Yes.
hmm Yeah.
So it's leading you there. It's saying, and from here, yay, they'll be able to do more with, and mind intellect's the doer. It's like, yes, please, okay, good. Doing still in the picture,
Right.
and it comes with this feeling, this secure, attached, comfortable, safe, and then it allows you to do more with confidence, and it gets you to this. It gets you to soaring and lifting, and claiming it, and doing your bird thing.
And how many more lives can I impact? What a bigger impact as I start to look into the freelance stuff. This could get bigger and be,
Yes,
I could
yes.
change people's perception of things, and that's huge. And it could be bigger than even my little corner of the world. Should there be some, bigger, what's the right word? Like if I can get a bigger platform and bigger
Uh-huh.
awareness, like there
Hmm.
could be there could be much broader awareness than I even thought about when I think about what I could do.
Yes, please. So stillness consciousness is just showing you, hey, you're so right, as you do this next personal evolution, right? That then kaboom, right? That what you're here about, your mission, your purpose, your glorious work, your bigger service, the service gets bigger
hmm
in terms of being able to impact more, right? So the platform, broader awareness, broader impact, back to all those delicious, yummy words, right, that represented, how
Yep.
you help people and the impact that has on them and those around them and the world at large. Yes,
Mhm.
please.
Yeah, I really like that. And then that leads to just feeling like purpose and intention
Yeah,
and
yeah.
just like my soul can settle knowing I'm doing the right things, but I'm also okay. I'm
Hmm.
not suffering to do the right things.
Right. Oh, good, 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 good. Yeah.
Yeah,
So soul work sometimes has that martyr syndrome to it.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like, and I will do what I need, but I also don't necessarily believe I have to suffer. So how do I help bring it all together so that it's the most yummy version of being in service I can be?
Yeah, yeah. Good. Yummy. Yes, please. Yes, please. Good idea.
hmm
Yeah, it's kind of showing you there's a different way. As you evolve and you grow, you let go of that suffering and it becomes yummy. It doesn't have to be. It's okay
hmm
if it was. That's part of the stage. That's all the
Right,
right timing stuff, right? But
right.
but now it's showing you potentiality, what it can be here. Yes, please.
Well, and what I learned from, which goes back to the you couldn't have done things sooner. You had to learn and you had to do mini evolutions and um, these are all this is the way it was supposed to go. But again, I like your trust that this was the way.
Hmm.
And you can appreciate at a whole other level from this journey.
Good, good. Let me get that in. Um, trust, trust, trust,
Yep.
appreciate
Yep.
from whole other level. Yes, please. Yes, please. Good idea. Consciousness is so wise, right? So loving.
Yeah, right. And that it's really okay, which is a big part of this journey, is to you don't have to be small in the world to do your things. You
Yeah.
can take up space, you can breathe, you can expand and truly root in and claim that this space, this journey, this work
Okay,
you
so
want me
we're
to do?
going to work, literally going to follow its lead, right? So it's been in a certain place, right? So you've done beautifully, but it's kind of, consciousness is pointing out that it's been a little cramped in, it's a little small, right? So go into wherever that is, if you feel it within or you feel it without, and
Yeah.
you're just going to, it's already kind of happening, but you're just going to first off thank it, right? You
Mm-hmm.
are thanking and appreciating, and it's okay. How whatever's happened here has been perfectly right timing.
Yeah.
So nothing, it's like a seed that's sprouting right on time.
Mm-hmm.
And then you're also going to give it a little psst. It's okay to get bigger.
Yes.
And
Yes.
invite it, because consciousness is showing you it's okay to root in and claim, right? So it's like this gut just going, just invite it. Sometimes consciousness forgets, right? It buys into everything,
Yeah. Yeah.
there's timing and stuff involved. But now it's ready. So just invite it to go ahead and expand. Instead of that smaller contracted place it was, it can now, there's room here for it, and it's allowed to root. So, and just invite it. You can root. You can claim.
Mm-hmm.
And just see if you can actually feel that movement, right? Just tell it it's okay to move. You can expand. You can kind of drop down the roots.
Mm-hmm.
And it might be, it's kind of like a mountain, right? Like a mountain has that big base.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
just invite it, like, hey, you can drop down, you can root, you can take up some more space here,
Mm-hmm.
and get that stability and get that grounding, right? And be bigger in the world, like that mountain strength,
Yeah.
and that purpose, and that, going out confidently.
Mm-hmm.
Might not be mountain for you. I'm using that as an example. So just see if you get anything from consciousness, because it's been showing you the way beautifully here.
Yeah. What's just, it's just like, oh, a solid foundation just
Yeah,
feels
there
so
you go.
good.
Yes, please. Good, 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 good. So I'm just going to draw the roots here, and it's like this solid foundation
Yeah.
coming down, right? And getting nice and big and solid, can't be knocked off, right? That kind of strength rooted down. Yes, to solid foundation. Yes, please.
Yeah.
Instead of some of that earlier stuff that didn't have that rooted down, right? That leaves one feeling more vulnerable. It's like, okay, now this is shifting.
Mm-hmm.
Now we're bringing on solid foundation. Yes, please. Good idea. So just take a moment to calibrate to that as it takes up more room, and it expands. It's like, whoa, that feels good.
Mm-hmm.
And then see what happens. That might be it. Or if there's any yeah buts to this, we'll go with them.
I just feel like from there it's positive, and going back into God, what you could do from feeling that level of strength. Like
Yes,
how exciting.
yes,
Yeah.
yes, yes to strength.
Yeah.
Yes, exciting strength. Let's put that in. And meeting that, yes, please, you are welcome here. Exciting strength and the power to do.
Mm-hmm.
And just also, there's cluing into mind and intellect too, right? Like that's where it's like, hey, we got some stuff you can do. You can organize. The mind and the intellect is really good at all that stuff, right? So there's a job for you, mind. We're going here. We're going to exciting strength. We're going to be doing it from this place of solid foundation, and we got a bigger platform and more people to impact here. So come along, you're going to help me here. But we're doing it from this somatic feeling, right? We're doing it from this, we're doing it in the next level. It's
Yeah.
all okay how it's been done in the past. Now we're moving on from here
Right.
this way.
Yeah. Yes.
See how
That's,
mind responds to that.
I think I definitely look back and honor what's happened, and like feel like a deep gratitude and respect looking back for where it's come. But like, yes, what a cool place to go, and with like with the strength. So. Mm-hmm.
Good. Okay, good. So there's a partnership there.
Mhm.
You might even invite the mind, the same thing. Mind, because the body there is rooted and has done a little movement, and there's going to be kind of bigger stuff here, you could actually invite mind as well, because it might have been a little small and contracted from, just how things have been. So you can go, if you want in on that mind, go right ahead. And just remind mind that it doesn't have to do it from a tight place either. That it can have, if it wants, it can root, or it can wing, it can do, it'll know what it wants to do when presented with the permission, right? And the reminder of, you too can just do what the body and the gut just did. So just see how mind responds to that invitation
All I
and
get is
what it
like
wants to do.
this little visual of like a hand reaching out to like take another hand, like from
I
like
got that too. Yeah, good. Good. I
like
had that earlier. Yes.
we're in this
These two coming
together.
together. Yeah.
Yes. That's cute.
Sweet. Yeah, totally. Yeah, partnership.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So you got this exciting strength and rooting out, and it's meeting the hands here. I'll redraw this later. I can never do hands fast. They look
Because the
horrible.
hands are, yeah.
Hands are hard. Rhoda will be laughing at me. We do hands and heads and hands. I got to practice that one, Rhoda. But we know what it is. They're little hands reaching out and holding hands. Yes,
And can there be
please.
like a little heart somewhere in that?
Oh,
Like,
yes.
but it's very much from a loving place. Yeah.
Yeah. Do a layer underneath here.
I like it.
Yeah. Yeah, very much. This kind of loving partnership between the mind and the body and the soul. Yes, please. Good
Mm-hmm.
idea. We
Yeah,
like it.
that feels really good.
Yeah. Okay, we may be there, but just see if there's any other kind of final communications. This is in you, it'll continue to unfold in you, so you'll continue to communicate. And this intelligence has been communicating with you, consciousness, beautifully. Don't need me to do it, but while I'm here, if there's any other things that you to take note of, or just thank it. Thank you, thank you.
Mm-hmm. Definitely, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
And just what an exciting way to think about moving forward. And even when I think about you're not done on your journey, but like what a cool level you've gotten to, and what a positive way you can move forward. And
Good. Yeah, I'm going to put that as the title then. Exciting, positive, forward movement.
yeah.
Exciting, positive way to move forward. Yes, please. Good idea.
Yeah.
Right into that heart. Partnership. Mind and body.
Yeah, I love this.
Lovely. Lovely, lovely, lovely.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
I can see like having some of these little mini images be like right, like nope, you're soaring, nope, your partnership, like these are gonna live. Yeah.
And just invite them to you're right. Yeah, let's continue to live. This map will be, that's why we do this stuff.
Yeah, I love it.
Through my visual stuff, so this is why we do it, because it helps add to these things, especially when we do this kind of depth process work. And so just agree with it. You're right, that snippet will help, and just invite the somatic partnership, right, this holding of hands to be happening on that energetic level. So yes, you can get those reminders and stuff, but just them, like, you're together. Just let's actually invite those two hands
Mm-hmm.
to become more solid and felt. because they've been separate, right? So now they're like just really taking the time to just feel and invite that deepening, that rooting, that expansion of this partnership and this feeling of being with and together and belonging, and the excitement of, wow, a companion. They both have companions now for this journey, and all in service, right? All in service of the work, and all these different people who will be impacted, and just how that wonderful feedback loop. That's why you're here. You brought the soul work. This is the soul work. Yes, please. Yeah. Holding hands here just to help that feeling, feel that feeling. And I don't know where you feel it. Do you feel it in the same place, kind of in the heart or somewhere in the field?
Heart, definitely.
Yeah, and you? Yeah, right in that region. Yes, please. Yes, please.
And like a big, like a sigh, like a relieving sort of.
Yep, that's a good sign. Yeah. Parasympathetic is just really relaxing and coming into coherence. Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah, I'll put the big sigh up here. That's a good, nice finale.
Relief, this is, it's good, it's right, it's all, it's good. Right.
Now, relief keeps looking weird every time I spell it, so forgive me if I got that. Do I have my I's and E's wrong?
I think it's right, but you're right.
Okay. Sometimes it's just one of those weird looking words, eh? I'll look it up later. Sometimes it happens. Okay, I'll stop that share. And same thing with this. I'll do a little more puttering, so the next time you see it, I'll take it up just a smidge. I don't want to completely change it from what you have seen, but I'll just do some further embellishments, which I don't have time when I'm doing live process work. So, well, what a journey. Talking about journeys. Yeah, how lovely. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Lovely that you do this, and I felt for probably a week, I need to be here right now.
And well, you made it happen. Yay.
Moved everything to be available. I'm like, this was meant to happen. So thank you.
No, I'm so pleased too. And I just keep having, whenever I see you, I just have this moment, where we have those memories and moments. So there was a moment, you might not have the same one, but I have this moment when we were on the deck in San Miguel, right on that deck up there, and we must have been doing some sort of process work or something. I don't know. And something happened with the birds. There was something that was happening with the process work and the bird. Yeah, that's right. Whether it was dusk, was it dusk? Yeah, and the light. It was just one of those remarkable moments. And you were, so every time I see you, but especially when we get into the energy of this kind of zone, right? I'm just like, you're like the Madonna with the birds around her. All those Madonna figures in Mexico, eh? Yeah. Anyway, it's so fun to see you. And, and it's really beautiful to do this next extension of the work, right? And I just know how much that, you do good work. You're already doing good work. So it's my pleasure to help add to, what's already in the process of expanding. So thank you. It's an honor to do a little tiny bit of assist work there.
It's a beautiful thing. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay. Well, you will receive these from me. There's a follow-up email that happens. You probably got the emails for this one, so we know you're receiving them. And what happens here too is I just take a look at the calendar and I figure out intuitively when the next one will be. So we'll see if there's another one in the future that works for you to drop by. Just use your intuition like you did so beautifully today. And then I usually do a little blurb in case anybody else is watching too, or in case I just give a little blurb about what's happening with me and Shift It Coach. So it's the end of my big season. So I'm like a school with 2 semesters, right? So the January to June semester is the big one. So I've got next week and a half, the 3 remaining courses that are just wrapping up, they all come to a close. One of them is Rhoda with Fast and Loose. We've been doing the sketch club. Yeah. Lex is in there. It's been really fun to see her. And she actually just did, sometimes we use photos and images, and she did one of Lynn when we're doing the makeup day with the face makeup. She used that for one of the ones we were doing 4 medium background stuff on. So it was really fun to see that. Yeah, yeah. So that's all wrapping up, and I'm having shifts with my team. So one of my a lot of my team members have been around a long time with me, a decade, 12 years, something like that. So Teresa's retiring. So we're in the process of finding a new assistant, and I think we just found somebody, hopefully really awesome. And but we're doing a lot of behind the scenes stuff with shifting some of the infrastructure in my programs and things. So that's going to keep us busy over the summer, and we'll be updating with that new infrastructure, the new courses. So in the fall, I'm going to keep it pretty light because I was supposed to go to India and have a sabbatical, and then COVID and everything hit. So I've just been going for about 18 months or whatever it is. So I'm going to take August off, more or less. Yeah. And then there will be a satsang. So what we're doing here, this is public, but there's private satsangs. So there'll be another one of those. It'll be Saturdays. And then visual coach certification, another cohort coming for that.
Gotcha.
And what else am I doing? There's one more thing. Oh, I've got to shift it. I am going to do one thing in August, so I'll have a shift it retreat, which is now, I've been doing them during COVID time. I've been doing them online, and and 3 days in a row. So there's like 3 webinars a day. It's an intensive, right? It's a way to do a personal retreat with the shifted stuff. So I'll do another one of those in August. And I might do something with Rhoda too. I think we might do another fast and loose, and we're thinking we might do like what you did in Mexico. There's a fast and loose with instructional, but there's enough people we've trained now. We want to get one where we're just show up and sketch together, right? And we'll still get Rhoda's feedback, but I'm finding I don't always have the time to do assignments. So if I have something like, here's where it's going to be, we're coming together for these 90 minutes, at least I know I'm getting my sketching done in those 90 minutes, right? So we think we're going to do something along those lines. So
is that anyway, the same sketch club now?
Well, right now, Sketch Club, even though I have used a new name, it's what you did when you came to Mexico. It's like the fast and loose foundational. So you would have that prerequisite. So if you want to come into the just sketch, come for that, or come for that. I'll probably call them 1 and 2. So, or if you want a refresher again on the instructional side of it, then come for 1, right? And then do 2 later, where we're just sketching. We want to just kind of get away from just doing the instruction all the time to, okay, enough instruction, let's sketch. We'll get ongoing feedback and stuff, like I said, from Rhoda, but
yeah, I definitely feel that's where I just like time on task, right? I just need to keep practicing it.
Yeah, exactly. And there's a couple people each time they've gone, so they've heard it 3 or 4 times, so it's like, enough, we don't need to keep going over those basics, so let's just put it in action. That's what I feel too. So like, cool. Looking at my hands, like more practice on hands.
Very nice.
Okay, that was my spiel for you or for everybody. I will keep going with these process pop-ups. I may be changing the name. I don't know what I'm going to do, but I'm enjoying them, and so and I trust the process. So like I said, it's so great to have you show up. And
lovely. And I'm glad I got to meet Presley. Bonus.
Good. Okay, hon, take good care, and there'll be a follow-up that you'll get with this soon enough.
Okay, thank you so much.
Okay,
take
bye.
Care. Bye-bye.
You too.